This video brought to you in part by Tommy and the Order of Cosmic Champions. This exciting and heartwarming coming-of-age Gen X novel is available now. Check the link for more info. I was in my office this morning doing some editing when in my inbox pops this email from Atari advertising this box set of these 10 Atari XP cartridges where all of the spines line up to spell out, Atari 50 on it. And I was about to delete it because if you watch this channel with any regularity, you know that I'm kind of an Atari junkie, and when I saw these cartridges coming out all the way back to Yar's Return, I was buying them all. I was already pre-ordering them, and each of these is running like $100 a piece, but over time, I've kind of purchased them. But what I then noticed in the email was it wasn't just advertising these cartridges, which, by the way, are all sold out. You can't order them any longer. But now, after they've all come and gone, not even fulfilled yet, there's this new lot of you can buy the whole set of 10 for $1,000. I have thoughts. Hey there, welcome back to GenXGrownUp. I'm John. I am a GenXGrownUp. Thank you for the click. This is not really the type of video I usually do, but I felt compelled to chime in on this, not just because of this, but because of a lot of comments I've heard around Atari recently and how this does not help my case a whole lot. So let me start first of all. I hear so many people in comments and other videos talking about, I hate Atari, modern Atari, I only like the old Atari, it was sold and parceled out, and it's just people owning the Atari name now, and that just doesn't hold water with me, because even if Atari had never sold or been parted out or anything, the people that ran Atari in the 70s and 80s would be retired now. They would not be the people running Atari today. So regardless of what happened with the IP and the property name, it was going to be different people running Atari in 2023 than you remember when you were a kid, and they're going to do different things. So, and honestly, Atari, the current Atari, has done a lot to revitalize the name. They're not just slapping it on things for profit. They're bringing back older games in recharge fashions. They're licensing out games that they've done recently with My Arcade to get, more distribution. They're bringing Howard Scott Warshaw back into the fold to write a Yar's 2. They're trying. Look at the Atari 50 package, that amazing anniversary collection thing, how good that was, working with Digital Eclipse. It's unfair to say the modern Atari is just, cash grab people. I disagree with that. I think they're in it for a profit, clearly. But, okay, let's talk about these 10 Atari XP cartridges. Now, because I am the kind of Atari junkie that I am, I've been ordering them all along. I ordered the first two, which I think were Adventure and Missile Command. And if I remember right, basically around the time those sold out, or maybe shortly thereafter, is when Atari then showed and updated their art to show, hey, this is the first of a series of 10 that will form this cohesive set on your shelf, and the spines will spell out Atari 50. So anyone who missed out on the first two cartridges, or the next round with the next two cartridges, which was Warlords and Super Breakout, if you are the kind of completionist person who wants that entire set, the ability to get the entire set was gone before they announced it, unless you just happened to already ordered the first two. As we speak right now, all 10 of them are sold out. You could not go to Atari's website now and order any one of these cartridges on their own. So if you missed out on the first two or the second two, or and you didn't have all 10 ordered, your only hope is to order the remaining 6 or 8 that you can order over time, and then maybe go to the secondary market and get scalpers to sell you the first couple that you missed out on. I expect that the first two are going to be super expensive on the secondary market because people didn't know what they were going to miss out on if they didn't get this. But here's what I'm seeing from, this box set now, magically. I feel like I'm being a little cynical, but magically, we found 100 more of all of them. These things that are sold out. They didn't find them. They're making more, right? So if you're one of the poor schmoes who didn't order them early, who wanted these, and look, I know many people watching this are saying, they're stupid, I don't want them. And so maybe this video is not for you. I get that, and I understand this is not for every casual Atari fan. This is probably not for every fanatical Atari fan. And I ordered them, not just because I'm a content creator to cover them. I would have ordered them anyway. I want them. So I lucked out. So this problem doesn't even affect me personally, but I'm upset about how it's going to affect the reputation of Atari and fandom in general around Atari. These are so hard to get. They were so kind of oddly launched and not clear what they were doing. And now, after the fact, maybe somebody has ordered, 2 or 4 or 6 of them and hopes of getting the rest, not knowing that then later they could drop just the full $1,000, which basically is no discount because they all cost $100 a piece anyway. Full $1,000 up front now and just get the entire set and not have to chase the different pre-orders over time. It's aggravating to know that it didn't have to be done this way. I think they didn't know they were going to do this full box set until maybe after they launched a couple and somebody came up with a bright idea. But now, so many people the super duper fans who have been buying these all along to build this full collection, they're going to feel lied to. They're going to feel misled. If we had known up front, hey, you can buy these piecemeal or buy the full set for $1,000, I think there is a subset of fan who would have, to ensure they got everything they wanted, would have laid out the larger, I know it's a big amount of money for remakes of Atari cartridges and patches and pins. I get that. But forget whether or not you think it's worthwhile. If someone thinks that a product is worthwhile and it's hard for them to get, and then after they sink a lot of money into it, it's made easier to get, that's going to leave a bad taste in the mouths of a lot of fans, I fear. I don't have a moral to this story. It really just is something that I felt I needed to speak about, and I very much want to hear what you think. I expect many people will comment and go, "Don't care, not for me." Why does anybody care? But I really want to. If you're one of those people who did start buying these and you're trying to make a collection, how does this make you feel? I know how it would make me feel, and I'm not even impacted. As I said, it's something. It's something. Let me know what you think in the comments, of course. I'd love to hear from you. I'll throw some links in the corner here and here, some other Atari coverage that we have done. I want to thank you so much for checking out this video, though, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.